episode.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking booze
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
I think you ran out. I told you. Well, anyway, welcome to the show.
Wow. For all you haters that say that we're nothing, or we're just, you're right.
Are you not?
You're
are
fucking
you not
right.
entertained?
You're fucking right.
Are you
we're
not
immature.
Whew. I've never met someone like you that could do that. You know,
On command.
mm-hmm.
I can even do it left-handed.
Welcome to episode. What episode are we on, Tyler?
I
don't know. 79.
The fart episode, apparently.
Yes, episode number 79, the shit one. We're calling this episode.
The shit episode.
It's episode 79 :
I'm Tyler.
Shit pit. I'm shit pit. I'm Jake. I'm Jake.
If I was
I'm Jake.
if I was a superhero, my nickname would be Shit Pit.
Oh man, that shit pit.
And as I would run up to people, and do you remember how Powdered Toast Man used to armpit fart? He used to armpit fart.
Well, he also scraped
shit
himself.
out of it. He used to go.
Yeah.
That's my power.
That's
Powdered Toast.
the power of powdered toast.
Powdered Toast Man.
Tyler, we got a lot to talk about today.
Oh my God.
Wow. We're going to be talking. Well, I've already reviewed The Last of Us on our YouTube channel, but I would like to get your opinion because
thanks a lot. I really appreciate just not knowing about it and just looking at it and seeing it and just being like, wow.
I just didn't know if that would interest you. I don't know because you didn't play the game, so I didn't know if you.
I know nothing about the game.
But I think that's The Last of Us is probably the one property that really lends itself to be adapted.
I always got that and Uncharted mixed
but
up.
they fucked that Uncharted adaptation up.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, it's the same company. Naughty Dog makes both games.
It was really hard to take.
We're going to be talking about that. Also, China lifts a almost 4-year ban on Marvel movies.
Wow.
This coming month in February.
Like snot.
2 different Requel is what I'm calling them because they're like. Thank you to Scream 5 who gave us the term of a requel, where it's a reboot sequel, and that's
what's that?
I was actually the one that you want to talk about. That you were the first person I thought of when I saw that on Peacock. I'm like, I bet he's watching that.
What?
Night Court?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll also be talking about that 90s show that came out to Netflix.
Boo.
And we're gonna be reading some mean comments.
Boo, Netflix.
So let's.
Oh, I can't wait for the mean comments.
So let's hop
Spoiler
into
alert,
it.
not that mean. I've read meaner.
What?
Spoiler alert.
Oh, I thought you were saying spoiler alert because we were going to talk about The Last of Us.
No.
But I was going to say I don't have the pizza time thing up, so
well, it's been a week. I thought that was that.
No, that's just
like,
my
wow,
dog.
holy shit.
There it is. You missed it.
Yeah.
Pizza time.
Yeah, so if you have not seen it, spoiler. But it's been a week. Let's be honest. By the time this goes up, the second episode will have already aired.
Yeah, you fuck stick.
And that's another reason why we're kind of not reviewing it on the show because of the timing.
It's on Sunday night, and like...
Unless you want to Zoom and do it Sunday nights through Zoom.
Maybe. We'll see.
But I
didn't watch it until Monday, I think, night.
I watched it Monday morning. But that's going to change for me because I'm probably just going to
Yeah, we're not nerds like all these other dudes on the YouTube channels.
This isn't our full-time job.
Yeah.
You turd.
We're not nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but anyway,
we're such
I've already given my review. I really, really liked the episode.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who has played the game as well, I think it's incredibly faithful. And the changes, which we'll talk about when you talk about how you feel about it, that were made, make it even better. I think really, it's one of those things where I love about adaptations, and you and I have talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when a show, not too crazy, but I like it when a show starts to take a little bit of liberties because it's an adaptation. If I wanted the same story, I'd play the game. If I wanted like The Walking Dead is an example I use.
Right.
If I wanted to have the same exact story. I just read the comic books. So
Robert Kirkman has said he loves Daryl so much, the character, that he swore that he said, I'm never going to put him in the comics because he was an original character for the show.
Well,
Walking Dead.
And Shane, John Barathol Shane, he has more time in the show because Kirkman said he regretted killing him as soon as he did in the book. So Shane gets a whole different arc from the books, and it's better because John Barathol is great. So
you're great.
Yeah, let's get into it, Tyler. So how did you? Because again, you never played the games, but you just kind of stumbled upon it. You're the normie types. You're the casual person who didn't play the game but is enjoying the show, which will be fun because this reminds me of when we did the Dune review. Tyler, what did you think of The Last of Us?
Well, so I know nothing about the video game at all. I did know Pedro Pascal was going to be in it.
Did you know about the any part of the
I knew
fungi
it was
stuff?
post-apocalyptic. No, I knew it was post-apocalyptic, but I didn't know anything about anything. That's literally all I knew was post-apocalyptic, and I'm a sucker for those fucking things because I think that's where we're headed.
A nuclear holocaust.
Did you see how many people spent so much time responding to us?
Yeah.
When we didn't ask? Yeah, we're doomed, motherfucker.
Quip, pew pew, quip.
That's how I imagine my apocalypse.
Fucking I guess, dude. That's what it's going to be.
Well, you know what really happens.
We should make an apocalypse parody movie. Okay. We'll
apocalypse parody movie.
We'll talk
Let's
about
feel
that.
like that's been done, though.
We'll talk about that offline. No, but the first scene, obviously, the whole the '60s talk show is very sobering and very tense and very like, holy shit! Is that from the game?
No, it's not. So in the game, and I've talked about my review, and I talked with my wife about it. The '60s stuff, yeah, that's totally new. That was for the show, and I think again, the changes that are made in this show are good. Like
it's a great way to set the exposition without just saying.
And it sets a tone. It sets
absolutely.
a tone.
It sets a tone of underlying dread.
Yes.
And unknown, the unknown, fear of the unknown.
But what's scary about it is this is what's funny, because I shared that scene because my wife didn't watch it because she's like, she didn't play the game. She's not really interested in it. And so I sent her the opening scene because I mentioned to her how scary just someone talking was. And after I sent that to her, the algorithm showed me other videos of the fungus he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I've seen the videos of it controlling ants. It's creepy.
Yeah.
Because they show like a clip of it, and the guy's like, and now it takes over the body of the ant. And they like, you see the ant kind of like shamble around like it's a fucking puppet. And yeah, and so to have that level, and that's what was, it's the same thing in the games, and that was already scary in the games. But then to have a scientist tell me to my face, what if the world gets warmer? Why wouldn't the fungi be able to adapt to that and then take over? And they says just spreading the fungus all over until there's nothing left of the human race. And he goes, what's left? And then what? We lose. That's fucking horrifying. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Continue. So
shut the fuck up.
You love that scene. That's not in the games. In the games, it's just like told through like news clippings and like honestly, like radio and TV shit.
I was kind of hoping that somebody like when they were a kid saw that on TV, and that's where the idea for the game came from. But
probably, or he probably saw something on.
I would love to know if that's based off anything or if it was just written, whatever. I'd just love to know. I'm just curious.
You like post-apocalyptic stuff? Do you like they're not zombies in this. In the game, they're called clickers. They're also called cordyceps because that's what the fungus is.
Yeah.
It's this kind of version of it, but I don't look at them as zombies because I don't think they're mostly.
Well, they're fast.
They're just fungus, but they're fungus that took over a human body. But I'm just saying in general. Do you like zombie movies? Like you said, you like post-apocalyptic.
They're okay. Zombie movies are not really my thing. Like post-apocalyptic stuff, like. One of the things that this show does so well when they show it 10 years later or whatever.
20 years.
20 years after the whole incident. But I mean, it does a really great job of showing from one person's point of view what the breakdown of society would be like from one person's point of view. And it's the daughter who we see it from largely from her
Yes.
point of view.
And they do the same thing in the beginning of the game.
Right, and you know it's very realistic. I think when they finally pick her up and they start going through town and stuff, like that's very like all that
Dude.
stuff is insane. But when you look at it, like here's the thing about humanity is we adapt. We adapt whether we like it or not. We just kind of have to. It's the way I look at it and the way I've said it so many times is you can't just lay down and die. Now, yes, you could. You could lay down and just do nothing and die eventually. It would take a long time, but eventually, like, you have to get up. Like, I mean, I don't know. You'd probably want to get up and pee or grab a smoke or something. Like, you'd get up and then you're like, well, I'm already up. Like, it's really tough to just lay down and die. And I'll talk about it a little later in my long box. Interestingly enough, it's also a Craig Mazin project.
Superhero movie.
Chernobyl. Yeah. But both projects deal with how humanity, how adaptable we really are,
Have you watched all of it?
and how sad it. What?
Have you watched all of Chernobyl?
Yeah.
Oof. The scene where they gotta kill all the dogs and pets. I was
Oh
like, oof.
my!
Oof.
The worst scene for me was when she was telling the guy that she was pregnant, and he was literally looked like. I mean, he looked like a horror monster. Like his skin was like yellow white.
Yeah.
He had all those sores.
And that shit happened. Yeah. So anyway,
I'm gonna watch it again.
another thing, when because I
talk about it later.
did you cry? Like I wanted to see the test. About 20 so minutes in, when Sarah gets killed, how hard did you cry?
I didn't.
You didn't cry?
When his daughter gets killed,
Yeah.
I didn't know enough about them to be that invested.
It's still a father losing a child.
I didn't cry, but
No,
yeah,
but you
I mean
felt
it was
that emotion.
sad.
No,
Yeah,
I'm messing with you. But no, you felt the emotional impact. I think it feels different for me.
it happened too
I
fast.
knew it was going to happen as fast
Okay.
as it does, because
Yeah.
in the game it happens almost immediately. Because in the game you
Well-
you start controlling Sarah in the game, but you start when he comes home is where the game starts. So all that stuff where they're talking and having breakfast and she's talking to the old lady and all that is not in the game at all.
Mm-hmm.
So the death in the show hits so much harder than in the game because you develop that relationship.
Well, I knew she wasn't in the rest of the show because she wasn't on the cast list. I didn't even recognize this actress because they had talked a lot about Pedro Pascal, and I can't remember the girl's name, the actress who plays the other main character.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But they're recognizable, and she was not either one of them. So I'm like, okay, I know she's not really in the show, I don't think. So I didn't really get attached to her.
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously I was hoping, every time something was about to happen to her, I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
It's very
by the way,
tense. I mean, all of it.
This is what I talk about the adaptation. A lot of that, when they're driving in the town and everything, a lot of that is shot for shot right from the game.
Did you know who her mom is? The actress who plays the daughter,
No.
Tandy Newton.
Oh.
And if you know that and you see them side by side, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
She does a bunch of shit. I remember her mostly from Westworld and stuff. But
She's been in a bunch of stuff.
yeah, she's in a bunch of stuff. She was in Mission Impossible 2, I think.
Tandy Newton.
Yeah.
Oh, her daughter's been in a bunch of stuff too.
I might be thinking of someone else.
No, Tandy Newton was in.
Is she?
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
in
'cause-
Run Fat Boy Run.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah,
in,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's very
We're getting
attractive.
sidetracked. No, but
Tandy Newton.
So again, I still cried because I knew it was coming, right? And I don't know. I said this to Ashley. I go, maybe I think it hit me emotionally different than when I played the game 10 years ago because I'm such a different person than I am 10 years ago. I'm a father now. So I think that added to it of fuck, because it's tragic. It's tragic. And
the fucking worst is how much you get through to get to that point, and then it's
Right.
just some fucking shithead.
but in the game, so here's the thing. In the game,
Just
it's
following orders, man.
you are not controlling, because throughout most of the game you're controlling Joel. There's some sections where you control Ellie, and I won't say because it's story related.
Yeah, fuck you.
But
Don't fucking ruin it.
but the scene at the beginning, all that stuff, you see it from, like you do in the show, you see it from the perspective of Sarah. So you're not controlling Joel at the beginning, and it again they did such a great job of translating it to TV because it's the same shot in the back where you are, like where she is in the show is where Sarah is in the game, so it's almost identical, and just the parts like when he's trying to give her he's Tommy help me, and he just looks because Tommy knows, or he's just like Joel, like it's over, and I don't know, man, I was fucking full on crying at that point, but it's weird. You cried at Black Panther and I didn't. So it's okay that you didn't cry at that scene. I mean, you soulless bastard.
Fuck you.
What else? What are some other things that you liked about that episode?
I really liked, like I said, the adaptability.
All the performances are great.
Yeah. But the adaptability, you see how life has continued to move forward. Life continues to trudge along. Life continues. And you realize also, you're like, well, it makes sense that there's totalitarian rule because, they're trying to save the human race, but it's also like it doesn't have to be this way. So you also feel
right
for the Fireflies. And
yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I think the show does a better job already
the dichotomy of the people who are trying to keep order so that people can survive and the people who know that you don't have to do it that way.
Yeah.
It's always going to be an interesting dynamic in any post-apocalyptic wasteland. There's always going to be two factions.
You can't leave quarantine zones without their say-so.
Right.
Which would make sense because there's spores and stuff.
Right.
Also, some other changes that I think smart with the TV show versus the game.
The part where the kid comes in and they eventually get rid of him.
That was brutal. Oof. And then you see the kid and you see where he ends up and you see Joel throwing him onto a fire. I'm like, fuck me. But that is a show. That has always been the theme of the game is the resiliency of the human race, but it's also still the pettiness of the human race.
Oh, yeah.
Because the second game, and I'm not going to say anything about the second game because...
Fuck you. No.
It's part 2 will most likely be season 2 if there is a season 2. Because they're going to do the first game this season, and then if they get a season 2, second game.
It's HBO Max. Who knows?
Yeah.
Same thing with Netflix and that 90s show, bro.
You see they're taking away 70 fucking titles off HBO Max? This is the only thing I'm paying for is this damn show.
Fucking paid. Yeah, I don't know why I paid for it again. You fucking guys don't know what you're getting rid of. So
but anyway,
fucking idiots. What?
But with even more so with part 2 of this story, and you see it a lot in this story too. It's about the resilience of the human race, but it is absolutely also about the violence and the pettiness and the grossness of humans. Because no matter, even as desperate as this story is, as desperate as this world is, there's still violent, petty people. And you'll see more of that throughout the show.
Oh, yeah, when he's talking about...
They didn't even save that family. Remember when they're driving and he says, go, they got their own problems. We're not dealing with them.
What would you do, Jake?
I'm just saying...
No.
Keep that in mind. Shh. Keep that in mind.
Put yourself in that position, because I did, right after that scene.
Yeah.
And I know.
He doesn't know if they're infected. He doesn't know what's going on.
What would you have done?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't want to make a decision?
I don't know.
You're driving down the road. You got everybody in your car. You got Ashley. You got Lincoln. You got Cooper. There's people on the side of the road. Are you going to stop and help them?
Before I give you my answer, can I tell you something?
What?
You're doing exactly what I expect you to do.
What?
Joel is a human being. Joel is a fleshed out character. I would have probably left that family. And you probably would have left that family.
I hate to say it, but as much as I preach, in that situation, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're infected. I absolutely leave them alone too.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And I'm glad that you caught that, because that is core to Joel's character throughout this show. And you'll notice it. But I'm saying this show is enhancing that story of the first game, because it is just touching on the little nuances a little bit more in the show that it doesn't in the game. But
I think people fail to recognize that humans are capable of anything when pushed to certain limits.
But I'm saying I agree with you. I might have done the same thing if my kid is in
involved. And as much as I am willing, and as much as I am like, do I have any change? Do I have anything I can give to this person while I'm stopped at the light? I volunteer to help people who are getting through addictions. I do a lot of stuff in the community to help out the community.
But if the shit's going down, you're going to try and save yourself.
If the fucking shit's going down and I'm driving down the road and there's a bunch of people on the side of the road and I got my family in the truck and I don't know if they're infected and shit, you goddamn right I'm leaving them there.
But that's my point.
And I don't feel good about that.
But that's my point.
But I'm also
Tyler.
being honest with myself.
But that's my point.
Unlike some people who give us trolling comments, maybe not being honest with yourselves.
That's my point. That is why Joel is a fleshed out character.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nuance to him because there is that internal conflict where you and I said the same thing. Human beings, it is human nature to have self-preservation. If you don't protect yourself, your body does at some point.
I would have, if I would not have been the person going, I can't, when the little kid showed up. I would have probably been the person taking the little kid for somebody else who said they can't. I'm somebody who would do
Whatever it means
the dirty work
to survive.
No, in that situation,
So you're clearly identifying with Joel a lot in this
I am,
because
but
you're seeing him.
Let's look at the situation because it's a different situation.
Sure.
In that situation, she's been taking dead bodies to that fire all goddamn day, and just, you know what? This kid is just my breaking point. I can't do it. And Joel doesn't question her. He doesn't make fun of her or mock her or anything.
He just grabs it and does
He
it.
just says, "I'll do." Without a word.
Yeah.
Because it has to be done.
Yes.
That's a little different situation. I'm the same way. I would have. I don't know though. I've never taken dead bodies from the back of a truck all goddamn day into a fire.
But this is why I love this show because it is challenging you. It is making, and this is what good art does. Good art challenges you.
I like to
and
think that
makes
I'd be
you
able to
think.
turn it off to the point where I could just
But you don't
move
know.
things from one place to the other
And that-
instead of thinking of them as bodies. But
And
I've never had to do that. Thank God.
But that's my point too. I think since that first game has come out, there's been revisionist history about Joel and try to make it more of this. There's some people that try to make him a little bit more heroic than he is, and I'm going to be honest, he's not as heroic as people think he is because he's a normal human being. And I don't agree with his choices sometimes. And there's some things that happen later that I don't agree with that he does. But that's just who he is, and maybe in a different situation that'd be me. And it's very believable.
The show sets up such an environment, and it makes it such a real world that you feel the danger around every fucking corner with what Joel's doing.
Just wait till they get to a clicker.
I'm-
Holy shit!
Trust me, I'm well aware there's more coming. But what I'm saying is like the world that they created with the quarantine zone.
I'm with you. Yeah.
You realize that this isn't people. These people aren't fucking around. This is serious
that's what I mean.
shit.
That's what I mean. It's
So-
like it's gonna amp that up when you see a clicker. It's gonna be even
But
scarier.
it also makes it. But it also makes me identify with Joel more because it's like I have to do this. I can't not do this, and I'll be damned if somebody's gonna get in my way. And I'm sorry, but if you are, you're fucking dead. Sorry.
I can't wait for you to watch the rest of the season because I'm so
Oh,
interested.
you seen it?
Well, I play the game.
Oh.
Unless they like fucking bring in aliens or something, dude, completely different. But
Jackass over
no,
here.
no, I'm glad you're having this reaction.
I'm just kidding.
Because get ready, like buckle in, dude.
I can't wait for you to see the rest of the show that I haven't seen.
Even though it's pretty
You know what?
one of the co-creators is the shut up.
The trolls
I'm
have done it. They've
I'm
turned
done.
us on each other.
I'm done. Cancel the show.
Oh.
What I'm saying. First of all, I would like to point out
Yeah.
a lot of people have said this on Twitter since the show has come out. I'm with those people.
Then I love you.
What the fuck are you doing, Microsoft? You fumbled the bag so hard.
What?
Look at this show, and then look at what happened with Halo. Halo is such. But what I'm saying is,
I didn't watch it, but you said
I tried to stay positive, and there are things that I did like from that show.
okay.
But it just was not good.
General was a shit show.
Yeah, generally. I skipped a whole entire episode of that show because it was about a character that I did not care about. Like, that whole show was dedicated to this one character, and I'm like, I do not care about this character. I'm skipping this.
Huh.
And I look at this, and I see what's done, and they brought someone on who, one of the co-creators of the show, which
the game.
which, by the way, or
Game,
co-creator of the game, by the way, Warner Brothers, Neil Druckmann, do the right thing and put the other co-creator's name on this shit. Like, the guy that co-created the game with Neil Druckmann is not credited on the show, and that's bullshit.
Why?
Because there's no unions, and there's no way to get his name in the credits. Even it's a Bill Finger situation.
Oh.
Bob Kane, Bill Finger thing. And it's like, it's amazing this shit still happens in 2023, but it is what it is. But no, having Neil Druckmann in it and being a co-writer, co-producer, co-creator, like you look at that and you're like, why didn't you guys think of that before, Microsoft? Why didn't you think to get somebody that actually worked on the Halo games to be like a fucking consult? We had consultants in 343 and da-da-da-da. Don't even get me started. That's a whole fucking other segment.
Well, if I remember correctly, when they talked to the person,
they said they didn't play. We did a segment on it where they didn't play the game or something like that. Like,
then
what?
Why are you doing a show about it?
And my hope is too that this sets a bar. This sets a high bar for any other video game.
That's like asking me to direct a movie about Minecraft.
Yeah. As much as I talk about God of War, it'd be like
this is what I think Minecraft is about.
Exactly. Anyway.
Well, it's fucking not.
But Tyler, it gives me hope for future because I don't know when it's just was announced a few months ago, but there's a God of War TV show that's coming to Amazon, and it gives me hope. I think this sets a really high bar to be like, let's bring in people that wrote this story, and we can adapt, work with them. We get somebody like the guy that made Chernobyl. Get somebody that has experience with this stuff. Sit him down with Neil Druckmann like they did. And
is
bang
this
out a
the
script.
best video game adaptation ever?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I think you're gonna laugh at this. I'm
trying to remember. I can't think of that many.
I think Mario coming out in April is going to be a good adaptation.
Sure.
I like those Sonic movies. Those Sonic movies were
Didn't watch
good.
them.
They're solid adaptations. But yeah, this is the best one by far. By a fucking mile, this is the
I'm trying to think
best
of
one.
like all the video game adaptations.
There's 7 Resident Evil movies.
Never
if you want to
seen
talk
one
about
of
that,
those,
they're all
no.
trash.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I like 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember which ones, but I like a couple of them. It is to me by far.
Wreck-It Ralph doesn't count.
No, that's just a IP fest. No, if you were to say
It's a bunch of IPs jerking each other
again,
off.
like I said, by a mile, this is the best video game adaptation I've seen.
That's it.
That I've seen. I'm sure there's other ones, but
Well, I'm just kind of trying to think. I'm like, is what I can't.
all right, child.
remember.
Child.
Child.
I saw-
Ooh, child.
Well, we're talking about
things
China,
are
so I
gonna
saw the
get eat.
CH.
Oh, okay.
All right, Tyler.
Oh, China.
Let's talk about China.
What the hell?
Big news this past week. China has reopened its doors to Disney's Marvel Studios for the first time in almost 4 years.
Holy fucking shit.
Which again shows you that these chuds that say like Disney is failing and Hollywood's failing, Disney is still almost made $1 billion off Doctor Strange 2 without China. Without China. Black Panther made a bunch of money without China. Hell, even Thor made some money without China. Anyway, so Black Panther Wakanda Forever will open in China on February 7th, roughly 3 months after its global debut. And Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania will open on February 17th. So, yeah. The first Marvel film to grace the big screens in this country since Spider-Man Far From Home. So, big deal. Why are you looking at comments? That's like 2 segments from now.
I'm not looking at comments. I'm actually looking at the 49 video game movies ranked by Tomato Meter.
Doom with The Rock is clearly number 1.
Silent Hill.
No, this is big news. This is big
Warcraft.
news.
Well,
Oh my God,
I
Warcraft.
I just gotta. Here's
forgot about that movie.
all I gotta say. This is editorial editorial.rottentomatoes.com, and this is 49 ranked video game movies. And here's why I don't need to go any farther. Number 22 out of 49, and 1 to 49. Super Mario Brothers, 1993. Get the fuck out.
That's
of
got
here.
to be 49.
It's number 22, and you can fuck off with that list, whoever the fuck you are.
What are you doing? Wheel of Playlist over there?
I already did today.
What is it?
Do you know what that is?
No.
Oh, you get on a playlist on Spotify,
Oh.
and then you get this email from DistroKid that's
Hey.
like, "You've been bumped from the playlist. Spin again." And you go back, and it's like, "You can't. You've already done it once every 24 hours."
Hey, we'll talk about your music at the end of the show, you piece of Schmidt.
Fuck you, DistroKid.
So yeah, big news.
Oh.
Marvel returns to China for the first time
Yay.
since July 2019, which is insane to me. But so man.
It's nice that the gay people in China will get representation.
At least
now.
they got to see Infinity War and Endgame. That
Sure.
was nice of them.
Sure.
Dear leader.
Yeah.
Xi
I
Jinping.
know that they really want to. They really want to believe that no
So,
Chinese
wait a
people
minute.
are gay, but it's
So
not
did they
true.
cut that throwaway scene anyway of the two warriors that were gay and
Sure.
Wakanda
What
Forever?
was the point of it? I mean, honestly,
Oh, it was weak. It was weak. It was like
it was the same thing in Star Wars.
hey, we did a gay couple.
What was it? Rise of Skywalker at the very end when the two.
Yes.
Honestly, it was jarring.
Hey, there's two dudes standing next to each other in that shot. Make them kiss so we can at least say, hey, look, we tried.
Yeah, we tried. What is it called? Virtue signaling?
Yes.
See, this is what the trolls don't
that's
get
the thing,
about
because
us, is that we don't like that shit either.
That's the thing. It's like with conspiracy
We
theories.
have more like with them than they think.
It's like with conspiracy theories
Yeah.
where there's some truth in it. Yes, these companies do queer bait shit with like we just talked about. There's two guys in the back. Make them kiss. So we get the gay.
So we get the gay demo.
Representation.
Exactly. That exists. That's totally fair.
Absolutely. There are absolutely people in the entertainment industry who are like, can we get an LGBTQA vibe on this somehow?
But that's what's so
maybe a character.
That's what's so frustrating about it, because there's a little bit of truth to that, but it's also just gets skewed when like, okay, this character's gay. Where it's like.
But see that
but they also throw a fit when there's a gay character on screen.
Hang
anyway.
on, that small portion of fuckfaces who ruin it for everybody else, they also ruin it for the gay creator
who wants to have a gay couple.
Who is making a character based loosely on themselves, and that's why they're gay. It's important to the story and it's important to the creator and everything like that. That's what's frustrating, is there's a small portion of people in the industry who do ruin it. They virtue signal.
That's a good way to put it.
They're looking at the bottom dollar.
That's a good way to put it. They take that idea of like being annoyed that there's a gay couple in the background or whatever, like we are,
and they monetize
and then they take that idea and they blow it up to the idea of they don't want gay people in lead roles, they don't want gay storylines in movies or shows or anything else, and yeah, that's where it kind of explodes.
All I gotta say is,
but I wonder though. Okay, but it also you have to take into account they still have COVID lockdowns. So I think COVID still played a huge role in that, on top of the whatever political stance they had. Because let's be honest,
China has a long history of saying no, it didn't happen.
Yeah, well, the Soviet Union in general. The Communist Party in general.
Generally, modern communism.
But yes, they're not Soviets, but
Get
I'm just
right.
Chernobyl, dude. That's on the mind.
You won't. Not yet. Why are we blowing everybody's speakers out?
You fuck.
You fucking dickheads.
I wonder why it's explicit. On Spotify. Like Thor: Love and Thunder would have never released there because there's like multiple gay characters and
there's multiple gays.
Multiple gays. What was the other ones? Doctor Strange should have played there. Well, no, she had gay parents. That wouldn't have worked. You gotta change that. That was another example. I had a meltdown about that scene when we reviewed it, because I thought that was such a because it's a trope. It's like you have a gay couple on screen and then you kill them off. Like, it's almost always a gay character has to die in a movie. I don't know what it is.
The other thing too is that it was more implied.
Well, they're not dead.
It was more implied than anything that they were gay.
Yes.
That they were.
Didn't they hold hands?
Something. They definitely didn't. And. Not that I want to see like two chicks doing each other, like, all right.
No, yeah. If they're gay, I want them full on tongue
pussies.
Yeah, they better be scissoring right in front of me.
Tripping going on.
Oh, we're gonna lose our PG-13. I say no. If you go for representation, you go to two lesbian women making love.
One of them better bring out a strap on.
Somebody's getting fucked. All right. See, now that would not work in China.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Dude, it really annoys me that American cinema relies so much.
There's people out there who are like, I don't know that they're gay unless I see them fucking,
it is. No, there's somebody that uses that joke argument in real, like for real. Well, if you're going to do the whole thing, have them having gay sex.
I want to see a dude with a dick in his mouth.
You know who thinks that? The fucking people that do the don't say gay shit, that are like, well, if they're gay on screen, they must be fucking. Otherwise, how do I know they're gay? They just might be confused. Jesus. But no, I get upset because it's frustrating that American cinema relies so much on China. I mean, we talked about Top Gun. Top Gun's a great movie, but their enemy is unnamed. You don't know where they are, and when you see them, they're covered in black. Because they have to get that China market. And fucking one of the later Transformers movies, Independence Day, the sequel, like a huge portion of that movie has to deal with China, and it's like in China, and it's like they're clearly pandering to a Chinese audience, and it's stupid. But anyway, that's good for Marvel. So I can't wait for the chuds to try and make up some other excuse why it isn't working. Do you remember when I told you about Geeks and Gamers? After Black Panther Wakanda Forever came out, they made a video saying that it was getting beat in Japan by an anime.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, no fucking shit.
It's Japan.
It's Japan. That's
Everything gets beat by anime.
Those are the same kind of people that say like Marvel and DC are losing out to manga in Japan. No fucking shit.
You know what? You know the only thing that beats anime in Japan? Anime.
Robots.
Manga.
Sex dolls.
Manga.
Did you know? I don't know if they ever did that, but I thought it was...
What is that game where they have the balls? The little pachinko, I think it is.
Pachinko, yeah.
But have you heard about that?
You can fuck it?
Wow. So gambling is not allowed.
But they can have pachinko machine.
No, hang on. This is great. Gambling's not allowed in Japan, right?
Hold on. Sorry, I had to call my wife. There was an urgent...
Fucking whatever.
I'm sorry, I have a family, Tyler.
So anyway, so it's not allowed in Japan. So you go into these galleries and you put money in and you use these balls. It's like a game and you win tickets.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
but you can take the tickets, but then you take those tickets across the street to a different establishment, and you can redeem those for prizes.
Yeah,
which includes
money.
Yeah. So it's gambling. But it's basically you basically have it in two separate locations.
Well, it's like
so funny.
It's like when Iowa legalized sports betting, but Nebraska didn't, and then people would just go over the river to go to the casino and bet there, and they're like,
oh, dude, before gambling was legal in Iowa, we would go across the fucking river into Davenport and go to the boats.
Yeah,
because
you can gamble
legal in Iowa or in Illinois forever,
and you can gamble on boats all the time. They did in the old West.
It's been legal in Iowa for a long time now, but there was a time where we had to go across the river.
Can I tell you how stupid that is? Let people gamble. If people want to lose their money in a casino, let them lose their money.
Can I tell you something really quick that a lot of people in the gaming industry do not want you to know?
It's all rigged.
No, because everybody knows that. The gaming industry is intensely reliant on problem gamblers.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll
Addicts.
never admit that.
They want addicts.
But they need people who are willing to lose their shirt.
Yeah.
And then actually
lose their family, lose their house, but keep coming back because they're feeling hot.
As long as we can put that 1-800-BETS-OFF thing, we're absolved of all wrongdoings. Except for we made this game and convinced you to come here. Somebody else would have made a game and a casino and put ads on the radio and made a website all over the world, and apps. Somebody else would have done that.
Tyler, let's talk about some requels.
Fuck you.
What's a requel?
It's a sequel. Theme of the day is me just saying fuck
reboot.
You.
Well, I gotta say,
yeah,
I gotta ask you a question.
This
have you noticed
this? Fun segment. Yeah.
Have you noticed this? I think the last few years I've really picked up on it.
About like 10 years.
But like we are really all about nostalgia baiting. We really are, because the two examples we have are sequels of long gone shows that really don't need a sequel series, but we're getting them anyway.
This is a dumb thing. That Super 7 that makes those, like, all those action figures that are, like, retro, and they've been showing up in Target and stuff like that. And they got, like, all sorts of properties. Super 7 is owned by Hasbro.
Yeah.
Same fucking company is just selling your fucking memories back to you at twice the price, you morons.
But you'll buy it.
Oh, I'll fucking buy. I love those fucking things.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for.
God damn it!
There's two things I love as a consumer, and that is gimmicks and nostalgia. I'm a mark for that shit.
Me fucking too, dude. God damn it!
And that's the annoying thing about nostalgia, because nostalgia will get you on just morbid curiosity. I don't think I would have watched that 90s show if I didn't have a little bit of curiosity, because in the back of my mind I'm thinking,
I never liked that 70s show, really.
In the back of my mind I'm thinking, no matter what, I'll be interested to watch it just because I watched the first show. In the back of my mind, I'm like, this is probably shit. And if we're being totally honest, it's not a great show.
No.
But I enjoy it for what it is. Because, you said you didn't really like that 70s show. I grew up watching it. So it premiered.
I watched a lot of it. It just wasn't, I never got all in a tizzy over it like some people did. I mean, it was a fine show. But it wasn't the fucking cultural goddamn touchstone that people want to make it out. Fuck off. I don't know.
I think it was very much, but that's just because I think a lot of people my age grew up watching it. and it's a touchstone for them as a kid. Because
here's all you got to say is, oh, what about Star Wars, you fucking nerd?
But it originally the series originally aired in '98, and I think they wrapped in '06. And
after the first couple of years, it was like I don't care anymore.
I watched that show a lot back in the day. That's the thing is how this stuff works. I watched it. My parents watched it when it aired, but I watched it more as when I got older in syndication, when it was on like Nick at Night and shit.
Right.
And I really enjoyed that show. I did at the time, but I am noticing watching this that '90s show. Watching this, I'm realizing, oh yeah, okay. Like as I've gotten older, I was like, for me, comedy, really good comedy, is still dated in some way.
Oh yeah,
and because comedy's always dated, but if the really good ones, you can overlook the flaws and still have a good time, and that's what I'll say about this show. I think. Dude,
think about how many people are going to turn on this episode and immediately turn it right off because the first thing you hear is a dude farting with his armpits. I mean, we're taking a big risk.
We're taking a big risk.
But it's important for the project.
But I will say this. This show, that 90s show relies too much on nostalgia, I think. At certain points, it really leans on the older characters, and not... because most of them have gone on and done other things and been successful, they are not in every episode. This is still about the kids, right? But you still see Laura Prepon, who plays Donna. You still see Topher Grace. Topher Grace is only in one episode, though, which is unfortunate. Ashton Kutcher's in it for a brief period. Mila Kunis is there. Like, so you see like these other characters from the original show, and they just really lean into them. That being said, the strongest thing about this show is Kurtwood Smith and Deborah Jorup. Bless those people, because I don't know how they work with their heart. Bless their hearts, because I don't know how they work carrying this whole fucking show on their backs. Because no, they do. They are, and I think that's kind of as I finished watching it with my wife, I started to think about it of like, what things are working for me? I still think there's some funny moments, but that fucking laugh track, there's a laugh track on it.
Of course.
And I fucking hate laugh tracks.
There's one on Night Court.
Because that is a relic. We have moved past that. We have so many comedies that work with it. And you could still, I'm still in the firm belief that you can do a multicam sitcom without a laugh track and it would still be effective. Because Ashley and I were joking about that. I'm like, I don't like the TV telling me when to laugh.
Right, but there's but as long as there are TV stations, as long
the laugh track's not going
as
anywhere.
long as there are networks, there's always going to be some piece of shit in an office on the top floor going, well, how will they know when it's funny?
Yes. We have to have a live audience.
Because it was funny? I don't mind having a live audience. You can tell the difference. Cheers always filmed in front of a live audience. And you can tell the difference.
You can tell a laugh track versus
you
a real
can
audience.
tell. News radio, they didn't say it, but they filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell.
Because you can tell because the actors with a real live audience, the actors pause. They wait. They deliver their lines. They still do that here, but you can tell the shit's canned.
There's the original Night Court. There's one guy who laughs like in a really particular way in the audience. And you know it's like somebody who worked on the show.
You know, like
But you can hear him.
Yes.
Every so often. And it's like, okay, well, that makes it seem a little bit better. But yeah, there's always going to be some fucking moron who's going to completely miss the point of comedy by going, how are they going to know when to laugh if they don't know that it's funny?
And
well, then it wasn't fucking funny,
when you let it, for me, when they let Kurtwood Smith and Deborah Jorup as Red and Kitty carry the show, it works. And that's kind of the brilliance of it. I looked at it this way of like, this version of the show, it's about those two. It's not about the teenagers anymore. They've all grown up. They've all left. It's just about these two. And then, of course, we have and what was smart about the original show, the reason they called it that 90s show and they said it in the 90s, because at the time it was coming out, it was in the late 90s. So it was able to get an older demographic, but at the same time get a teenage demographic. Because they have young actors being the teenagers. They're doing the same thing with this show. They have young actors who are the kind of the main cast, and then
fuck you.
The older characters are filmed in the background. Would I watch a second season of this? Sure. I enjoyed it enough.
Right.
Let me give my final thoughts on it,
Sure.
and then we can go on to Night Court.
Well, no, I want to talk about some other requels, but yeah, keep going.
Okay, but overall,
sound like your baby.
Overall, yes, I think it relies too much on nostalgia, but when it can be very effective when it just when Red and Kitty are kind of the central point of it. But
Right.
like, there's just some moments like Kurtwood Smith. He's so good.
Oh,
We've
talked about how
I feel like that dude was born an old man, like an old crotchety
Right?
old man, and he's just been doing that his whole
We've
life.
talked about before on RoboCop.
He's
that
fucking great in RoboCop.
He was given a very bland character description, and he wrote an entire like backstory for him, and that's why like he wasn't supposed to wear glasses or be a pseudo intellectual.
Can you fly, Bobby?
Kurtwood Smith made all that shit up, and it makes
You
the
better
character
believe
so
I
much
guarantee improv bitches leave. He
better.
had
Oh yeah,
to.
yeah.
Bitches leave.
Can you fly, Bob? You burnt the fucking money. I love it when he flips his shit.
OCP, I was in the cop. You're a cop. Yeah, they know how much we like RoboCop.
Come on, Sal. Tigers are playing tonight.
Never miss a game.
Never miss a game.
Your
I love how he dips
Your
his,
company built the
dips
fucking
his,
thing.
He dips his fingers in the fucking.
Now
wine,
I gotta deal with it.
Sniffs the guy's wine.
Yeah. Great shit. No.
Let me just tell you,
there's
if I found myself in
one
that
joke.
cocaine factory,
There's
it'd
one
be
joke
over.
in particular that's a great example of what a good actor can do. Kurtwood Smith is he is trying to interrogate this kid to find out where his granddaughter is, and it doesn't work, and because the kid makes a joke and he's like, it's Nunya, and he goes, all right, where's Nunya? And it's like, none your business. It's a silly joke, but he's like, what? And then so he backs away. So then Kitty steps up to it, and the kid went to a rave, so he's covered in these like plastic balls, and she makes a joke about balls, and it's not that good of a joke. I'm like, whatever. But Kurtwood Smith is leaning back, giving her a furrowed-browed old man look, like, what the fuck did you just say? Like that kind of look. And I laughed because of his performance, because he's so good at that character and knows what that character is that he just organically fell back like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's just such a real character moment. I really dug that. And there's just some things that I see that I'm like, this brings me back to that old show. But at the same time, it's still as cheesy and bad as that first show was.
Yeah.
And my wife and I agree. The laugh track takes away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I feel cringier towards that show because of a laugh track. If there's no laugh track, I'm not laughing at those jokes, but the show is letting me move along to the next thing. Because comedy, there's one way to look at it too, of like, some people don't like the machine gun approach, where it's like joke, 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 joke. One of them's going to land, right? But sometimes in a sitcom, you have to joke, joke, joke to move the story.
Well, to me,
have you noticed every sitcom, the story is boring?
Right, but true absurdist comedy only works if everybody is playing it straight.
Right.
If
That's why Police
anybody's
Squad we were
trying to
talking
be
about
in
the
on
other
the
day.
joke, it doesn't fucking work.
That's why we were talking about Police Squad the other day and Naked Gun, and like why those work is because they play it so deadpan. But overall,
I feel
I
like
would recommend it. If you like the original show, you'd like this show.
And, before we move on to Night Court and stuff, I want to just kind of touch on a couple things.
Sure.
Because I felt the same way about the laugh track watching Night Court, but at times it felt like, okay, this is reminding me that it's safe to watch. Does that make sense? Like that I'm watching something that's familiar.
Right.
But there were also times again that it was like, I don't need to know when to laugh.
I agree. Would I have watched that show differently because I'm like, okay, I'm in this set. I'm in this house. There's jokes like there were in the show, but there's no laugh track that they used to be.
Like,
I understand.
I would love to watch, because they came out with 2 episodes to start. I would love to watch those episodes without the laugh track.
Can't you? If you have like the Cheers DVD, you can watch it without a laugh track.
I don't know. I'm sure there's sitcoms that you can.
MASH. You can watch MASH without a laugh track.
I'm sure.
Which is a show that didn't. That
right?
show never needed
It's
a
a
laugh track.
show about murder. Okay, and war.
But Alan Alda is funny. We get it. We don't need to.
Also, it lasted longer than the actual fucking war.
That's amazing. I love that show. Classic. 'Cause suicide is painless. It takes so many changes. And I could take on. I don't know the rest of it. Also, what was up? The 80s and 90s, they were all about that fucking theme song shit.
Oh, yeah.
Who puts that in a show about the career? Suicide. Oh, it's a comedy.
It's from the fucking movie.
I know, but it's like.
The movie is 10 fucking times better than the show ever was.
Don't tell me you don't like the show. I'll slap you.
I never watched the show. Every time
The movie is okay.
I will turn the movie.
Donald Sutherland.
If the show is on, I will turn it.
Isn't that about a football game? The movie.
That's the whole movie is about a football game.
But there's a football game in the movie.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
At one point.
Anyway, Night Court. A show that you've talked about on this said pod before.
Right, because I told you when I got Prime to watch The Boys so we could review The Boys last season, which can't wait for season 4.
Oh, man. Well, Gen V's coming out, the spinoff.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think it's
I've
coming
also,
out this year.
Interestingly enough, saw some updates about the Sisterhood as well. I'll talk about that a little bit later when I talk about Chernobyl.
Nobody cares about Chernobyl.
Fuck you.
This is the Chernobyl episode. We've name dropped that show like
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Russia.
These goggles, they do nothing.
Nothing. Fuck you. Cocaine.
Radioactive Man from Simpsons.
That's right. Fall Out Boy. So,
we're going down.
Right.
No, sorry, different Fall Out Boy.
I was really, really interested to know who was going to be in this. And here's the thing. There's only one person from the original show who's in this show, and it's John Larroquette as Dan Fielding.
That dude is such an amazing comedic character actor.
John Larroquette is underrated, criminally underrated.
As a comedic character actor, absolutely.
Yeah, as an act, he's smart as hell. Like, yeah, he's just really great. So he brings some authenticity to the show, but what's her name? It's Bernadette from the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
And her husband, her real life husband. And they love the show, so they teamed up with, I can't remember who it is, somebody else. And they wrote I think Larroquette is one of the producers as well. But here's my thing. I'm pretty sure Richard Mull is alive. Maybe he didn't want to do anything with it. I'm pretty sure Roz is alive. Maybe she didn't want to do anything with it. I know Harry and Marky Post and Mac are all dead. But
yeah.
So I'm like, okay, how much of this am I going to be able to give? And I start off, and trust me, the first scene is Abby Stone, who is Melissa Rauch, and she's going through like the security line, and she's talking to the dude in front of her who's got like all these piercings and stuff, and the bailiff is behind her, and she doesn't know she's the judge yet. So they're all having these type of sitcom-y jokes. They're not bad, but they're not great. And I slowly got to be like more like, okay, it's kind of like if you fight against it, it's definitely gonna suck.
That original show ran for 8 years.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Great show. But Dan Fielding comes in almost right away, and he's a great addition to the show. And he used to be the DA in the original show. He's the public defender this time, which adds a whole layer that I didn't even know was going to happen. So I like that aspect that they're toying with it. Again, the first 2 episodes, the review that I read after I watched the shows, the critics got 6 episodes to watch at once. And the one review I read was like, you won't see it right away, but we got 6 episodes, and I can tell you that the characters slowly gel into themselves, and they get more three-dimensional.
Gets the ball rolling.
It hits its stride.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Most comedies need like 6 or 7 episodes to really gel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Even you go back and watch those first couple seasons of Seinfeld; they're not very good.
You guys watch those first couple episodes of Cheers; they weren't that
good.
But yeah,
the first 6 episodes of The Office were bad.
In general, I'm glad. I'm really glad that the show is back. I think they have put enough of a spin on it.
It pulled in 7.39 million viewers.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. But I think it's. I think that's the review I read. Variety.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was just on Peacock. I didn't know it was actually on NBC. And
yeah,
Peacock.
it's on NBC. Yeah. So good for her.
Yeah.
Because that's a big undertaking, and I think she did okay. From what I read in that article, I'm excited to see where it goes, and I'm I'd give it out of 10. Out of 10, I'd probably give it a
out of 10.
6.5.
John Lee Arquette's out of 10.
I'd give it like a 6.5, just because it hasn't quite hit its stride, but it's good.
6.5 gavels.
I want to talk about a couple requels.
I give that 90s show 7 joints out of 10.
I want to talk about a couple requels that didn't quite work. Let's talk about one that didn't work, that really didn't work.
What?
Murphy Brown.
I did not watch that. I didn't even watch the original show.
So I watched the original show, and during the original show, it was on a lot during the Clinton years, and I believe it came on during Bush senior years.
It's still like late 80s, early 90s.
Late 80s, early 90s, but it was mostly, and they always wore, I keep blowing the fucking speakers. They always wore their liberal politics on their sleeves. It was very apparent, but they did it in such a way that it was almost coded,
Yeah.
It wasn't overt so much. I mean, of course, right-wing politicians would always, point to Murphy Brown as, well, she had a child out of wedlock. And at the time, right-wing politicians just took that and ran with it like a bunch of rabid dogs. Like, how can you have a woman without a man?
This woman has multiple sex partners. She's a slut.
Hey, Republicans, got news for you. It happens every fucking day. Anyway,
great example of a reboot series.
But I not done. Let me finish.
Can I finish?
So when the reboot came back, I was like, okay, this is interesting because it came out right during the first couple months / first year of Trump.
Mm-hmm.
God, it was such a fucking nightmare. I can't believe that still happened.
God, I hated lib comedy.
Oh my
that time.
fucking God. No, and it was so awful. It was so overt and not even funny. You know how we make fun of the Rippaverse and all these other guys, these right-wing idiots who are trying to put their right-wing spin on entertainment? Guess what? If you do it either way, left-wing or right-wing, it's going to suck.
Oh, yeah.
If you make something too overtly liberal, wink wink, it's gonna suck.
Hillary fucking Clinton was on that Murphy Brown reboot.
Murphy Brown Requel fucking sucked, dude. It was horrible.
I'm sorry, but if you have Hillary Clinton,
the worst. Dude, it was the worst. It was the absolutely worst. Her son, who was a baby when the show went off the air originally, her son is grown up and he works for a Fox News type of network, right? And she's so a lot of the comedy came from the fact that she's a die-in-the-wool liberal who raised a conservative. It's just, I cringed, man. And I fucking hate Trump, dude. I cringed. I'd be like, oh, there's got to be a better way to do that,
But again, I want to reiterate, Hillary fucking Clinton was on that show.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Whatever you want to feel about her, I don't give a shit. But that's one that didn't work. Let's talk about another one that did work. The Connors. But it almost...
I've not watched it.
Me neither, but it almost didn't. It's been on for 6 years now.
Yeah.
But it almost didn't. Remember why?
Oh, yeah, because Roseanne Barr.
Because Roseanne likes that fucking sleeping pills.
My favorite thing about anybody that's been on Ambien is I've been on Ambien and I never said racist shit when I was on Ambien.
You haven't?
No. Well, I haven't, but no. You take Tylenol PMs, you'll do a hate crime.
I do take them every night.
Well, you don't know it. You're sleep hate criming.
Sleep hate criming.
Possible side effects: sleep hate crimes.
Possible side effects: you may wake up.
He only attacks these people of color when he's sleeping. I don't understand.
That's terrible.
No, that's the Roseanne Barr defense.
Right. No, we know that. But yeah, that was Roseanne's defense. Is that and that was also Mel Gibson's defense when he was talking about Jews when he got pulled over. Well, I was drunk.
Yeah, I've never thought about being super anti-Semitic.
Can I just tell you all right now? I want to tell you something. None of these substances invent ideas in your head. They might unlock them, ones that maybe have been locked so far away that you didn't even know you had them. But they don't invent them.
Yeah.
They just unlock ones that are already there. So enough with the I was drunk, I was high. Any of it.
Yeah, you were gonna say those things. Oh. Anyway, so Tyler,
say those things.
Let's go
Oh,
to.
can't wait.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Hold on. The Griff Report. I'm a chud. It's the new Griff Report. I'm a chud.
You know what I don't like?
All right, so Tyler, I made a oopsie whoopsie boozy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Eric July tweeted something.
Oh, no.
I know.
Dude, haven't you ever heard of the Eric July Army? Because I have.
The Rippa Army?
After today.
The Rippa Turd?
I mean, really had no idea.
Nobody talks about the Rippa
Fucking
Turds.
idiots are rabid about this shit.
So anyway, as you guys know, we
I'm
find
gonna start releasing all the fucking ideas that I had when I was 9 years old, because apparently this is what these fucking people want.
well,
They'll eat the
first you have
shit
to
out
build
of
an
it.
audience saying that Marvel and DC suck and all this
Right,
shit sucks.
we gotta build a grifter audience first.
And then admit on
With a grift.
then admit on Twitter that you haven't watched really any movies or
Ooh.
TV since Black Widow, but then you think you're in
What?
it. But his defense is, I don't do reviews. I haven't done reviews. That's not the
Oh.
point. You're still making a title saying you have a definitive opinion on something when it hasn't come out yet. So I just apply that logic to Eric July.
Right.
So as you know, we just finally released the episode talking about his cards
Oh my
a
God,
few days
thank
ago.
So
we were
good.
talking about the Rippaverse, and because Twitter's algorithm's wonky, and maybe because I've interacted with a few of his tweets, I see Eric July tweets a lot, and I don't even follow him, so it's annoying. But regardless, and if I'm being totally honest, I picked a fight just to see if he would respond. So
for those of us, really quick, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about,
they
Eric,
should fucking know. Listen to our show every fucking week, assholes.
Eric July
Yeah.
is a right-wing grifter.
I'm sorry, that was uncalled for.
Who made up this? He made his living
Ice 'em,
calling
bruh.
out Marvel and DC
Yeah.
as being
Woke.
grooming and baiting and woke and whatever. Which is how they all make their money. And then he decided he's going to make something better, but he didn't, because a couple episodes ago, which you can listen to, or was it last episode?
It was a couple of weeks ago.
He made trading cards and charged people a lot of fucking money
It was
for basically
it was a part
nothing.
of the. It was one of those like bigger packages for
Yeah.
the crowdfunding for the
Yeah.
comic book.
And every fucking again, this is the shit that you write when you make an outline for an idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he did, and then he just cut it up and put it on trading
So-
cards. He
so-
didn't even bother to do any more work past that.
In the defense of the people responding to me on Twitter,
But that's who he is.
I can
so-
understand, because this is Twitter, and I can understand how context wasn't applied to this. And if you read it, and so what he said was, Cliff Richards is the ISOM artist. Just sent me the layouts, the final 8 pages. Once he inks everything, he's done. Gabe is not far behind him on coloring the pages. Eric Weathers is already lettering the finished pages. The book is almost complete. 112 glorious pages. Nothing wrong with this tweet. I just tweeted out to see if he'd respond, because he responds to everybody. So I quote tweeted it, and I said 112 pages, and I bet none of them explain ISOM's powers.
Uh-huh.
So people ran with that and took that in a literal sense. And I understand how you could read it that way. It's Twitter, right? But what I'm saying...
You said that before, but what do you mean in a literal sense? Like...
They think that I need his power spoon-fed to me.
Oh.
And it had to be spelled out for me, even though I can't...
Did any of them actually explain to
But-
you what his powers are?
No.
No way! Are you fucking kidding me?
But my favorite part about that is... When I pick up a comic book,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to be Marvel or DC, Irredeemable is a great example of a comic book that when I picked it up, and there's these original characters, there's one character that her ability is she can tell stories of fallen warriors, and that summons their spirit to help her fight in battle. That's not like spoon-fed to you. It is given to you over time, and that's what some people are saying. And I'm not saying that Eric isn't going to do
But
that.
yet they're pissed.
Stop. Let me get to my point. What I'm saying is, I can't figure out what Isom does because what he does is so vague. He kind of flies. Does he have I guess he's super strong. That's all I know.
So they're mad at you because you want the
I want him.
power
They're saying,
spoon-fed to you, but they don't know how to do that because nobody fucking knows what they are.
and then he said. Then a lot of people.
not even Eric July.
And then a lot of people are saying, "Show don't tell." I'm like, yeah, but he isn't showing me anything either. You know what? I got to pull this up. I got to pull up a panel to show you because there's a
I
panel.
can write a fucking
There-
I can write a 2-issue fucking episodic thing about some vague fucking bullshit too. You know what? I read fucking Dark Knight Returns and all that shit when I was a little kid, Eric July, and you know what? Fucking being vague and mysterious and dark and gritty doesn't make it fucking automatically good, you fucking shithead.
There's a panel.
Fucking sick of you.
There's a panel that is a splash page where this guy is going to hit Isom, and they're coming at each other from a diagonal angle, like they're smashing it. And so inherently, when you read it from left to right,
Yeah.
you think the next page is an impact
Right.
page of him hitting him, but they're not. It's 3 panels. The top one, they're like sliding away, and then there's still like another wide shot of them looking at each other, talking. And I'm like, did they hit each other? did things happen? That's what I was trying to get at.
By the way, we just cage fought it out.
We did. We had dirty, rotten sex in a cage. But anyway, I'll be honest. Self-report, I'm grifting because I grifted this man, Eric July, to make content for my podcast, and I do apologize, Eric.
Oh, whoa. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, because he responded.
Huh. What did he
Because
say?
this is what I love about Eric July. He's so insecure about Isom that he'll respond to me, a Twitter account
That
with
is
200
awesome, dude.
with 220.
So what did he say to you?
Shush! I'm God. Damn it!
I thought we cage fought this out, damn
I
it.
told you I'd stop doing it, and then you started talking, and I just can't help it. I fucking can't help it.
You son of a bitch.
I
shut
hate
up.
my co-host. I hate
All right,
him.
No, let's go. Okay, so
Sorry.
So what did he?
No,
Shut up.
Tyler, we're getting there. So anyway, I just want to point this out.
Read the rundown.
I have 224 followers. I have a very, very small Twitter account. And he responded to me. So that's how insecure he is about this book. But shout out to him. He did give me a response. He
Did he listen to our podcast, or he just read your
no,
tweet?
he just responded to my tweet. He quote tweeted what I said. So his followers could see it and they could latch onto it and attack me. If this were the case, what's the problem? Eric, again, I don't blame him for reading it the way he did because it's Twitter. And I'll be honest. I didn't give these people a dignified response. I just trolled them because I don't give a fuck about their opinions.
Yeah, what I mean, are you
so-
that invested
so
in
he
this
says-
shitty character?
Let me answer Eric.
Yeah.
Let's answer
Let's
Eric.
answer
Let's
Eric.
answer it. What's the problem? You and I were talking about this after we had our vicious lovemaking. You took a smoke break.
It was Thunderdome, all
I
right?
literally just took a smoke break.
Two-man
Anyway,
enter.
one man comes.
Okay, what now? That was too easy. You see, Eric, that's how you write content.
That has more character than Ison.
That was more well thought out than fucking Isom's character set. Well, power set.
But anyway, so to answer the question, is if that's the what's the problem? I'm just telling you, Eric, you're not showing me anything that makes me understand what his power set is. You don't have to tell me outright what it is. But when I see Spider-Man, now granted, Spider-Man is a Marvel character, but when Spider-Man is a fight, any kid can see. A great example, I played a game with a 9-year-old that had Spider-Man in it. He understood if he swung to the building that Spider-Man would crawl on it because that's his powers. Because it's developed.
Yeah.
There's something there.
It might
And-
not
and
be
a lot
as
of- and a
nuanced as
Yes.
in service of man.
And a lot of people are responding. They're like, "Yeah, well, you didn't find out about powers and such until later." I was like, "Yes, but they found a way to convey those powers to me. They found ways. Like when he has a spider sense, the squiggly lines over his head. That's
Where are those comic books that I brought? Are they upstairs? Okay, pause for a second.
oh god.
No.
Always pausing for your bitch ass.
So
Well,
this is perfect because I brought in a couple of books. I brought one of them in. I brought Avengers Forever and Punisher, the new Punisher series, which, again, is really fucking good. But above, on the first page, on the credits page,
Yes.
at the very top of the page,
Mm.
after retired Marine Frank Castle's wife and children were killed by stray gunfire during a shootout in Central Park, he began a one-man vigilante war on crime. Armed with a vast arsenal and grim determination, he became the Punisher. How fucking hard is that, Eric? How fucking hard is that to fucking write out what the fuck he is? I don't even need to see it, but you better know. And every time you respond, you're telling us you don't even fucking know. So why the fuck are you selling any of it? Fuck off and fuck all your followers.
At $35.
I don't give a shit if I'm a Marvel fucking shill. Eat my shit. At least they know how to fucking tell stories, you fucking jackass.
Wow.
God, I smoked too many cigarettes. I couldn't finish.
That's what she said.
Whoa. Pause it, please.
What?
No, but I mean, you guys are all fucking missing one basic fundamental.
It was a joke, first of all.
Here's what you need:
Not a good one, but a joke.
fundamental aspect to make a story good. And guess what it is? A fucking story. A fucking story. story. A story. You have to have a story for a story to be good. Eric, you don't have a fucking clue what your fucking story is about because there is no story. You had a fucking dream. You woke up, you drew a bunch of shit, and you fucking jotted down a bunch of notes. Then you called the fucking printer and called it good. That ain't fucking work. That ain't creation. That's bullshit. It's grifting, and fucking shame on you for selling that shit. And shame on you fuckers for buying it and defending it.
Damn.
There's nothing redeeming about this shit.
Okay. So
Thank you for letting me finally go off on Eric July, because fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
So anyway, I tweeted this last night. I don't remember. And we're recording this on Saturday.
Thanks for letting me just go off.
I don't. Well, I was gathering up my tweets.
I was busy.
So I forgot it, dude. Legitimately, I forgot I tweeted about this. Right. So I went off to my thing, whatever. I checked my phone before I go to bed, and I just got like a bunch of notifications. And I'm like, what did I even say that would work? First of all, I don't. Again, I'm not a big Twitter account, so I don't get a ton of engagement, right? So I was just like, what's this? And there's like 30 notifications. I'm like, what the fuck?
The only time I get notifications on my personal account is when it's related to the radio station account.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
So anyway, bunch of responses from the Rippa faithful, the Rippa turd verse. That's what we should call it, the Rippa turd verse.
The Rippa nerds?
Rippa turds.
Rippa nerds.
I'm a Rippa turd. I'm a Rippa turd all over you. So anyway, I said 112 pages. I bet we don't learn Isom's powers. Who's your main character? Which is again a joke. A joke.
Again, you're missing everything, which is you don't have a story. So nothing you say.
But I want you to know this is indicative of how Eric July presents himself on YouTube and how he presents himself on a show or whatever he does, or streams or whatever. Because some of these responses are like written by a third grader. Because one guy at Bruce MLL, who, by the way, when you click on his profile, half of his face is cut off, and the other half is him holding his Isom copy and a T-shirt. Oh, it gets better, Tyler. It gets better, Brucey. Brucey. All this motherfucker does.
You tied your identity to a shitty comic book property, you fucking idiot. All right. No, please tell me more about Bruce.
So all this dude does is retweet right-wing turds, Rippa turds, that he loves retweeting like Nerdrotic and Star Wars Girl, that Star Wars Girl.
Boring.
So
your bigotry. You actually have to borrow your bigotry. That's fucking sad.
Eric July tweeted on Friday night the tweet that I responded to. So that's 1, 2. Oh, a tweet about Greta Thunberg.
Of course, because you got to shit on
3.
a teenage girl.
Another tweet about a video that Eric July made. Libertarian Party caucus. About a guy smiling without a license, straight to jail.
I'm sure.
Are you one of those fucking guys that thinks you don't need a license to drive a car, you lunatic?
Probably.
One of those stupid ass libertarians. But anyway, back to this. So Bruce _MLL, all caps, he tweets at me. How come most Rippaverse detractors are so damn out of shape? What cover did you buy since you're concerned? First of all, I am fat. But I am beautiful, you son of a bitch. But so I thought, but when I read that, my first response wasn't anger. My first response wasn't sadness. My first response was laughing because you're a fucking child. If your first response to me is to make fun of my weight, you've lost.
Yeah.
You've lost.
Because you already showed me how low your intelligence is.
So you attack my looks because that's all you have. So then I responded, and I changed my profile picture too.
Give me a reason why I shouldn't detract from the Rippaverse. Yeah. Give me a reason.
They never give me an answer.
Because there is none. But anyway, there's no reason to fucking like it.
So I take my profile, and I change it to the shitty Photoshop I made when we did the Predator commentary. And I said, out of shape, this was me last summer, bro. And, of course, I'm doing a double chin intentionally. I'm making a fat guy face intentionally. So then he responds, that neck has more rolls than an Italian bakery.
Not bad.
Not bad tweet. Funny tweet. Yeah. Then I responded with me drunk and hungover sitting on the side of the road. And it says, you wish you were pure sex appeal like me. And then he says, typical street in San Fran with a dumpy homeless man looking strung out. Does he...
What the fuck? You just go from, like,
fat
arguing
to
about
homeless?
Comic books to... gay homeless drug addict. Wow.
I don't think he called me gay.
He said typical street in San Francisco.
Maybe that's an implication. Oh no, I think dude.
To right wingers, San Francisco is all.
It's dumber. It
Yeah.
is so much dumber than that.
Yeah.
I think this guy thinks because, by the way, I haven't shared any of my political views here, but maybe he's looked at my profile and seen my retweets. I think this guy probably thinks I'm some lib in California.
Huh.
I truly think he's that stupid.
Where's he from?
I don't care. Fuck Bruce.
Well, I kind of want to know.
Fuck
I'll
at
bet
Bruce
you he's.
MLL.
I'll bet you he's from California.
So anyway, I ended the conversation by saying, I'm sick of all this talk. You and me settle this in the ring, one-on-one tickle fight. Sell it to PPV. Another one. Imagine having a bad take like this is from at Bozozuku Hector saying, imagine having a bad take like this and thinking people will take you seriously. Nobody takes me seriously.
Also, you didn't say anything. That's just a shithead who's stirring shit up. Fucking go away.
It's only this is another guy. It's only the second issue. What's the rush? To find out the main character's powers?
Why do I want to keep reading this?
So-
Fucking compel me to read. Compel me to read.
So
you have no compelling reasons for me to read this shit.
There are a couple of tweets that I actually thought about responding to, but I was having too much fun trolling the other ones. There's some that I'm interested in. So what do you think? This is from at SY, so Sinova10. I think that we're supposed to enjoy creating fan theories. Like after the first book, I suspect the powers were made in a lab. That's my fan theory. It will be fun to see what hints are in the next book. That's a fair response. That's a normal response. Next one under that. I'm trying to figure out why it's an issue. This is Crystal Chloe 5. It's never been a rule, stated or implied, that superpowers must be explained. That is only a problem if Eric hasn't decided what the powers are, which we have no reason to believe. He doesn't fucking know those powers.
He doesn't know shit about
He
dick.
made one character say they're excellent in hand-to-hand combat and then gave him eye laser beams. What are we doing? Is it the eye laser beam power or is he good at fighting?
I'm not sure why he wears a visor.
Or both. Anything.
I'm not sure why he wears
Yeah.
a visor.
I'm going to make a character designed with a visor and then not explain why he wears the fucking visor.
Which is being explained by your version of
the Watcher.
of the Watcher who should know everything.
At disliked Bob, you're gay.
That was well thought out.
Yeah. At AEW for life. Oh man, you're a wrestling fan? Gross. I'm just kidding. No, this guy, again, has a normal response. Half the fun are the theories. My personal theory is he got him from some sort of accident. I also think whatever caused Altona's husband's death was what made Avery decide to retire from the superhero gig. So there's at least, I found like 3 responses there that actually respond to the Rippaverse. And I'm like, you know what? Good on you. Mm-hmm. Good on you for actually having a new something of a take. Mm-hmm. Some guy asked me, what do you bet? My left nut. Here's one that got liked by Eric July himself.
Ooh.
At Eric D. July's comic books will certainly leave clues for what his full powers are. There are many in Isom #1. That's one of the amazing things about comic books. More is revealed over time, which makes for a great story arc and an in-depth look at a character. Rippaverse. #Rippaverse, #comics. Also, you want to guess this guy's handle? At RippaGuy808.
No.
I don't believe in this whole bot farm
Sounds
thing,
like
but that dude's a bot.
That's a fucking bot.
Fuck. I'm going to do a few more. What's this one? 50 plus years of lore and MP becomes gay out of nowhere for shits and giggles. Who's MP?
Yeah.
I don't know. This one's fun. This is from at Sleepy Poro. Are you ugly? Are you angry, baby, because they didn't handhold you and give a 6-panel page of 2 bullet points? It says it's supposed to be bullet points, but bullet pointing Isom's every ability. You openly admitted to not being a buyer, so you just got a hate boner. And then he sent me a gif of, hey, would you like some salt with that salt? And I said, no salt, please. So this is one that makes me laugh. This is from at... I don't know how to pronounce this. It's FRJALSIFNRIR. He's also Caffeinated Wolf. Liberty Canopus Lupus is Canis Lupus is also his name on Twitter. He says, you do look, by the way, another person attacking my looks, which makes me laugh. You do look like someone who needs everything spelled out for you, really slowly, in Crayola. So I thought that was an interesting tweet. So I said, I need to respond to that tweet in a fun way. Because most of the time I've just been making GIFs. So I responded because I found that guy's account, right? And I gave him a little bit of his own medicine because he made a tweet that I thought was interesting. So the tweet that I saw, I went to his account. He says, people who think you can't both be responsible adult and enjoy your geek fandoms or hobbies are the true children. So I said, I agree, and then I screenshotted him saying that I'm slow and I need to be told everything with a Crayola. Because you can't
have it both ways.
No, you can't fake or feign tweets like that about like people can still enjoy their fandoms and be that, and then basically call me mentally handicapped. You can't have it both ways, fuckface. You just can't.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Hail the Lore is the biggest dick rider on Twitter I've ever seen. This dude just fellatiates the. Sorry, you know what? I don't want to say that because that's a gay stereotype, and I apologize.
Yeah, but you should have seen it, man. It was hilarious.
I was jerking off the mic. Oh God, I didn't even see this one. There's another one, but okay. Hail the Lore. He said your statement makes zero sense. His powers will be shown within the story. Why does it need to be spelled out for you? Are you slow? Like serious? The reason they're talking about that, those are real Eric July viewers. He calls people fruits and fruitcakes like he does. He calls people retard all the time. And I'm using that slur to show you to really, because I'm not holding back my punches. These people say that. I don't say that every day. This motherfucker does. Mm-hmm. And his fans called me mentally handicapped because I made a fucking joke. A joke. And I did it to prove a point. I proved the point. You fucking losers swarm just on the fucking teat of Eric July.
Because you have nothing of your own. You're just slaves to whatever the fucking
and we got into
the dumb fucking right-wing shithead that you're listening to that week.
And to wrap this,
next week it'll be some other dumb shithead with another fucking dumb bullshit comic book.
And to wrap it up,
movie.
to wrap up this portion of it, of the mean comments, there's another guy that was in my comments I was not making points to this guy because this other guy was doing it for me and pretty much saying what I was saying. Eric July himself has said on Twitter that he has not seen a movie or really watched movies and TV shows since Black Widow, but yet he will make video, and then he defended it in a separate video. I don't do reviews. But yet you talk like an authoritative figure on modern comic books, and you don't fucking read them. So I'm sorry if your little douchebag, titty-sucking fans got mad at me for criticizing your book without reading it because you do the same fucking thing. Yeah. He made a big deal in that video where he said, I'm not a review anymore. He talked about the Joker being pregnant thing. Remember they had a big fight about big whole fuss about the Joker being pregnant, and it's a whole thing. But he says, well, even in this one, I provided context. He himself said, in this one, I provided context, implying that even he knows he doesn't always imply the context needed.
Your dog's word.
I'm sorry.
I'm surprised you didn't get
I'm sorry, but that's the cap on it. If anybody to be mad at, it's Eric, not me, because he's taking your fucking money and you're too stupid to realize it.
Yeah, our podcast is free.
And you don't listen to it anyway. Nobody does.
Yeah, fuck off. Tyler,
so you got some mean comments.
Ooh, this is going to be fun. Then we'll get to the long
Let me, let's try and get some in there. If you want to help me read. So, we're going to our YouTube channel. So, these are a bunch of them.
This morning I uploaded a couple of off-panel, off-box videos for a couple of new Marvel sets, and I also gave a critique.
Also, thanks for the engagement, dumbasses. Every time you comment, anytime you talk to me, you're engaged.
More views.
It's driving up engagement.
Yeah. So these are I'm just going to read some random ones.
Did I get too hot there with titty?
No, because I've got
titty-sucking
really
losers.
So on the Eric July made terrible trading cards for his terrible comic, we got a lot of views and a lot of comments.
Also, again,
you got to read the goddamn tweets. I got to read the goddamn comments.
Tyler,
what?
Self-report.
What?
You said this. We're grifting too, Eric, because you and your ilk have made it that we have to make this stuff and tell people about how bad you people are because
we have to do it for the algorithm because you guys have fucking jacked the algorithm so much. We have to talk about shitheads like
and we
you
only
get
do
views
this because
about the other stuff we talk about.
Because you made us swim in the toxic waste of fandom, and we're sick of it.
It's really easy to call you guys out because you're fucking.
You're so
not
dumb.
Very smart.
You're so dumb. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I will shut up now.
Honestly, if you didn't act like you thought you were really smart, it wouldn't be as fun.
Also, we're crack smokers, according to his fans.
No, I mean, like, these people, like, if they didn't act like they're really smart, and they're really,
they act like they're so nuanced, and then every time
but they're just fucking bullies.
Any opinion they spew is talking points. How many times have I said on the show, they don't have opinions, they have talking points? That's all it is.
So this is fun. I was uploading some new videos, and I saw a couple. I haven't looked at these in a while, and I remember we talked this about. We talked about this a while ago, and I didn't realize how much fun it would be to have trolls. I thought it would really suck.
I had
like
too
it would
much
make me
fun
feel
trolling
bad.
them, yeah.
But let me just give you some examples. Oh, dang, you one of those crackheads he's always talking about. Another one. What color is your trading card? I responded, if there's a color for authenticity, it's that one. This is one of my favorites. You guys are trash cans. You talk trash the whole time and don't show any content. You just curse and trash talk. All these topics, you could have been exposing the other side of the comic industry. Well, you don't really use, punctuation or, actual words. So, whatever. Here is my, okay, this is my favorite one. This is one I responded to this morning, and it is also on Eric July. This is at 007 ODC. I don't give a fuck what ODC is. At Fiery Latina Sarvented 681. I paid $100 after I bought and read the comic just because you don't like someone you just hating for no reason. Do you guys even have but the typical things y'all rush to defend? And if so, seems like you're the only ones in comparison.
What?
This is what I responded to 007 ODC. 007 ODC strings together random words, claims it's a sentence. Unobtainium. Let's see. Still calling gay people homophobic and bigot for not agreeing with you? No.
No.
I'm calling them.
Which one was that for?
That was for the Tyler Goes Off on Ryan Cadell. That was because it's the people who are homophobic are they are homophobic and they are bigoted, and that's why I call them homophobic and bigoted, because they are, and they've made it very clear and they don't hide it. It's not because they don't agree with me. In fact, I don't even know if they know who the fuck I am, and I don't care if they do, because they're fucking pieces of shit. Oh, and this is also from the same guy. At Waka Waka.
Oh, is this the guy that commented on my God of War review?
Yeah. Before you support, you should know this is the guy who calls gay people homophobic and bigot for not agreeing with his opinion on what is and isn't good for gay people, period. Basically, he's a supporter in the same way, quote, I'm going to take all your rights and pick your life for you because I know what's best, unquote, is someone who supports you, period. Don't bother with him.
First of all, what the fuck are you talking about? How am I homophobic?
Greg Presley,
Tyler,
1466 is my favorite.
Tyler,
dude.
can I ask you this?
Yeah.
How am I homophobic for fighting back against people that are against gay people being in media?
See, you're trying to find substance behind
I'm trying
that.
to find logic.
Behind that, and there is none.
No.
This is my favorite. Greg Presley, at Greg Presley,
dude, that dude,
1466.
holy
this
shit!
Guy's a fucking,
what a
this
gem.
guy's a dipshit. First of all, let's look at his page.
Well,
I want to see what he's got.
Well, I want to talk about
you go, and I'm going to look at.
So this is the strange world. Disagree with your points, and it's very easy to apply the ist or phobe. This is when we were talking about Ryan Cannell and Ben Shapiro thinking strange world is going to make your kids gay. Labels on individuals, putting ists and phobes on individuals like you are both doing, and I disagree with Disney's stance on LGBT agendas on minors. So then Tyler says, cool, so Will has decided to keep being a bigot. And then Greg Presley, 1466, says, no such thing as a bigot in regards to religious people who obey God's order.
Oh, fuck you.
Hey, he's right. But what you're doing is not God's views, man, because God loves everybody, bro.
Also,
even the gays.
Let's just go ahead and watch one of Greg Presley's videos. Steal Away. No. I want to watch Windows of Pain. Ronnie B., The Unforgiven.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know, but we're going to listen to it. Yeah.
Is it just him singing?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Is he rapping?
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to do it,
you know what? No, I don't want to watch it anymore. No, I don't want to watch it.
Put your mic on it, dude.
No, I like to look at these fucking jerk-offs and see what
the
fuck
no
it is.
Videos, nothing.
Because generally, you're just probably a bot, but this is my favorite. You guys are such FKNG liars. LOL. Please post any video clip of anyone in the world stating that, quote, Watching gay movies turns children gay, unquote.
But
Please show me
Tyler.
someone saying that verbatim on camera.
Tyler, I think I know this one. I know the answer. You don't understand context. Context clues.
Yeah. I really like Locket 5279. Yeah, you guys have something special here, and I hope you keep it growing the channel. We need more adult casual conversations
nice
that
one.
doesn't pander to either extremes for clicks. But then we got Ro Resta.
Silence cuck.
Silence cuck.
Silence. No, it's all caps. Silence cuck. You have to scream it. Scream it. Yell silence cuck.
Silence cuck! Simu Liu is a racist garbage actor. Whoever made this video is an FKN moron aching for attention. Wallen Cuz 3109.
Shout out to go back up. Another funny comment. This is actually a good comment.
I didn't think it was that great.
This is from Box Office Bros, Corey Osborne. Shout out to him. I just want to give him a shout out. He said, maybe just leave women alone. This is when we're talking about James Cameron. Y'all are hilarious, and I definitely agree when it comes to the first Avatar. I don't know what it is. I just have a feeling that the second one might knock it out of the park. But that was before that came out. Just want to give Corey a shout out. He's a good dude. Eventually, Corey and Chance will come on this show. I don't know when, but it will happen.
Retro 5992.
Bigots!
Oh,
Just a bunch of laughing emojis.
Movie lost 150 million. LGBTQ don't make kids, duh.
What? Does he think? No,
Also-
wait, time out. Does he think that we think that gay people are trying to fuck to have kids? Is that what he's trying to say?
Also, you shouldn't be disrespectful in front of children. Well, none of our videos are made for children.
I make my son listen to every damn word.
They give us the option when we upload videos, is this made for kids?
Yeah.
And we always select because no, I don't want. But then you were not raised with morals, obviously. Also, homosexuality is not quote unquote normal. It is a condition. One day science will cure it. Hopefully.
Jesus.
Wow. At Hyper Retro 5992.
Yes, that they have a Tyler. Did you know they have a extremely effective thing that they use to torture kids? It's called "Pray the Gay Way." It totally works. Conversion therapy totally works. Totally works.
No. Okay.
Time out. Why would anybody choose to be treated the way gay and trans people are?
That's exactly right. Exactly. Okay, this is rarely accurate. 6252.
What?
Just oh my god!
Wait, hold on. I might be able to pull it up on my end.
No, okay. So exactly what folks on the right did about gay marriage has happened, which is that it is slippery slope, and before you know it, they would be trying to force their gay agenda down your throat. Ooh. Phrasing and groom your children. Many of us foolishly thought they just want to get married. If they love each other and want to suffer the horrors of marriage, let them have at it. The horrors of marriage. Who gives a flying fuck what two adults do? Now I have to be against gay marriage and any other gay stuff, despite it being reasonable, in the hopes of reversing those cases to push the battleground back to a reasonable position instead of the current insanity of 53 genders and people magically changing sexes by thinking they are something.
Something else. Not someone, something else. See the verbiage there?
I'm just not going, but then they fucking double fucking down.
Hey, I
dude.
got one.
Okay.
You say there's no legitimate criticism about the show? We never said that. We said there's no legitimate. This is She-Hulk. We said there's no legitimate criticism coming from the right.
Yes.
It is poorly written. It falls. It fails as a law show. The superhero action is lackluster, and it isn't even that funny for a comedy. That's fine if you don't find it funny, man. That's your opinion. You were calling out YouTubers for hate.
I can't believe you cut off Rarely Accurate when they fucking were just hitting their stride. God damn it. Finish your thing.
Oh, wait. There was more?
Yes, I told you she...
I didn't see there was...
Double down.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Finish your comments.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just reading it
Sorry.
while you're... And
sorry,
fuck
so
this person.
this woman said that people can magically...
She's the one who said, yeah, but I'm sorry. But yeah, but this is too good not to...
Yes, continue.
You can't cut her off.
You can't.
I don't know why we think it's a she. I'm just not going to let my children watch movies with same-sex interactions until they are older. If it was a PG-13 movie, it wouldn't bother me.
They're not fucking...
First, I don't think the makeup of characters in movies shouldn't match society. It should match the writer and director's vision, whatever that is. I think they wanted to say that the other way. It should match society. It shouldn't match, right? Because of this next point. Second, LGBT people make up less than 5% of America. You're getting your facts from Fox News again. There, rarely.
That's like heel versus babyface having a bitch fit that there aren't enough white people in Rings of Power, and he says, "Look, 86% majority. That's the."
But this person is so pissed that they don't even know how to type. So second comma, LGBT people make up less than 5% of America. Period. Society. So why does it seem like every new Disney/Marvel movie is packed full of gay people? You know, that's what I hated about Wakanda Forever and Loki and Miss Marvel and Moon Knight. Packed full of gay people. That just bugged the shit out of me. The numbers don't add up if they were just trying to represent society, which, as I said, is a stupid goal to begin with. Okay, so wait. They don't want it to match society. But they're making... Wow. Black Panther set in Wakanda movies shouldn't be 60% white folks. What movie were you watching? And a movie, if there was such a movie set in ancient Norway, shouldn't be 40% people of color. What movie are you watching? Did you watch Frozen? How many black people are in Frozen?
It makes no fucking sense.
How many black people are in Frozen? Did you ever watch that?
The second one, there's a diverse group.
But the first.
They're mostly white people. Yeah.
So I don't know about
And a snowman.
You. Can you show me rarely accurate 62-52? Can you show me the 60? Can you show me the 6 white folks in the Wakanda movie? You fucking moron.
There's one white guy, and it's Martin Freeman. Well, sorry, there's 2. There's Julia Louise
on the poster.
Julia Louise Dreyfus is, and there's 2 white people in that in Wakanda Forever.
Okay, fair. But like,
yeah.
I,
Can I?
you are good to
I'm
go.
digging deep.
I am done with these
I got one
fucking
more.
people. You got it, man.
I got
Take
one
it away,
more.
my friend.
This is when we were talking about how they were using House of Dragon to dunk on Rings of Power.
Right.
Jake and Tyler, if you don't understand why these guys
Oh,
were concerned about the House of the Dragon before it came out, then you don't have a clue. When showrunners talk about an upcoming fantasy genre movie being inclusive, air quotes, and the plot being updated for today's reality, more air quotes, and not about a great story or exciting action, it's a red flag that the show is going to suck because the creators focused on woke messaging over a real story. These YouTube guys were expecting that the House of the Dragon was going to be really bad, like the Rings of Power, or the last few seasons of Game of Thrones, but were pleasantly surprised that it's a competent story and it's interesting to watch. I know that sometimes learning can be painful, but I hope this helps. You can't be this dumb.
Didn't I respond to that guy?
You can't be this dumb and try and sound condescending. It's just not going to work.
Didn't I
Well,
respond to
somebody else commented, LOL, you talk as if these grifters are actual critics. They are not. They are reactionary channels, the lowest form of commentary. I know that sometimes learning can be painful, but I hope this helps your understanding. And then
I
Tyler
responded to him and said, fucking spot on, bro.
Christ, grow up. You sound worse than the grifters. Sense of entitlement. You watch it. They actually own it. And you're still subscribed to their service. They're talking about us talking about Zaslav. That's not even there. Some guy commented on our She-Hulk twerking video saying your mom was twerking. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, she has. So what?
One of my other ones. She-Hulk is made for the MCU. It's pure cringe.
No, what did I say to that guy?
So
'Cause
is
I
your
said
screen name Mr. Meezeeks? What is it? I don't even know.
What is it?
I don't even know his name. It's a weird.
So is your screen name Mr. Mixelplick?
Mitzelplex.
I said Mr. Mixelplick because his name was literally just... That's how you know that was a bot. Because it's not even an actual name. It's just a bunch of letters and numbers. Are we done?
I think we're done.
I think we're done. We don't need to do long box.
Do low effort insult. Insert anti and then other word describing group of people you don't understand why they're criticizing something, and then begin insulting them for supporting that particular thing. And always be sure to use gender-specific insults like incel or man baby. That's first She-Hulk.
That guy started off, and he had his fucking idea of what he wanted to say to us right in his hand.
Yeah.
And as he typed, he forgot it. But he kept typing like, no. And he's reading that now and going, damn it, I had it. Now it just looks like gibberish. Yeah, dude, let's not do this anymore. Here's the thing. If you're listening to this right now and you're thinking, man, I'm really going to get them, you're not. You're just not. You're not smart enough to get us. And anybody who blindly jumps on and starts
Yeah.
harassing somebody online because some person who doesn't give a shit about you told you to, I know you're not smart enough to get us, because you're not smart enough to avoid being brainwashed into being a tool of a dupe of a tool who has no business selling or creating or having anything watched or read or listened to.
Well,
so I challenge accepted, motherfuckers. Like let's see what you can bring on YouTube, because honestly, I don't think you guys have anything that can really fucking stop us, man.
Yeah.
There's no comment that they can make, and honestly,
Nothing they say affects
if they
me.
want to go over the line and make it like threatening, then we'll just call the cops. And you're not smart enough to avoid us calling.
If you want to call me, first of all, I am fat and slow. I'm just physically slow. But
how come they don't make fun of how I'm bald?
yeah, because we don't do enough video. We need to do more video.
Low hanging fruit, you guys.
We got to do more video.
I'm bald and gay.
You're not. Are you? This is how you come out to me? No. It's to put a bow in it. Nothing. I will tell you this. Nothing. Any of those tweets or any of those comments that were given upset me because I'm pissing off the right people.
Right. And here's the other thing too: is
also shout out to the people that were reasonable. And I should respond to them. I will respond to them. And say, thanks for actually not being a dick face.
Here's a quick test to see if you are one of these idiots who respond. Who try to get us on YouTube or whatever, or if you're smart like us. Somebody that you know, have known for years, comes up and says, "Man, you got a tiny dick." Do you get immediately upset?
I do. My dick is
then
huge.
You're the type of person who makes comments on YouTube's like this.
Got it. I got it.
If you go, fuck you, man, your dick is tiny, then you're like us. Because you know it's a joke.
And I will say in the tweets,
there's something called jokes.
Yeah, I think some people didn't know how to respond because I was memeing in my trolling, and like some dudes actually liked my response as a joke. So I'm like, do you get that? Because they keep trying to take. This is my problem. These fucking losers take themselves so seriously.
Oh my god,
guys! It's
seriously.
a comic book.
Oh,
Let's
God,
calm
yes.
the fuck
Yeah.
down.
And it ain't Superman.
You can take things. You can take media seriously, but also have fun with this shit.
Eric July ain't fucking Stanley, dude. He ain't even Bob Kane, motherfucker.
Yeah,
And as we know, Bob Kane really didn't do shit when it came to Batman. It was Bill Finger.
exactly.
You know what I like?
Bill
Finger.
I like to Bill finger you. R.I.P. Just got sued by the Bill Finger
We just got
estate.
fucking sued up the ass.
Defamation. He did not put his finger in people's butt and say, I Bill fingered you. You don't have that proof.
You don't have any proof of that didn't happen. Is it the
I
what's-
said, hey,
Hey.
you're Bill fingering my butt.
So I guess the moral of the story this week, Jake,
Oh, wait.
is...
You got something you need to plug before we go.
Oh,
get out of here.
yeah. Tomorrow...
But what is the moral of the story?
Well, let's talk about this, because I want to. The reason why I wanted to talk about this stuff is because I kind of wanted to directly address the trolls.
Sure.
Now, most of you won't hear this because you're being told by some other demagogue to come at us. You don't really know what we're saying.
They're in a cult, man.
Yeah.
They're the Rippaturds.
I don't know if you remember earlier when I said how it's either way. Like the Murphy Brown requel was stupid.
Yes.
Because it was like overtly liberal.
Yeah.
Both extremes
Hey,
are stupid.
By the way,
Yeah.
I hate that. I watched 5 minutes of that Velma show and I turn it off. I'm like, this
Oh,
is
I don't
shit.
give a shit. Yeah, I don't care.
That's a super woke progressive
Right.
show, and I think it sucks.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody fucking hates that show. So
Yeah.
that should bring us together. That should unify
That should
us.
bring
that
us
shitty
together.
Velma show.
The shitty Velma show.
It fucking sucks.
It sucks. But the point of all this is
We've been blowing out the speakers today.
I know. I'm sorry. But the point I'm trying to make is that, if you listened to our show, you would understand. If you actually listened, you would understand where we're coming from, and you would understand that your opinions, if there's no logic behind your opinions, then they don't matter. But you don't know that because there's no consequence to any of your opinions. You can say what you want, but you're a faceless entity online. And until you put your name and your face to these opinions, I don't give a fuck who you are or what you say. So put your name on it or fucking go away and have fun in 30 years when your $100 fucking Isom, big old pack is worth $50. It didn't go up, it went down.
Yeah,
you see?
like, I got cover C. It's going to be worth a lot of money. 25 cents. That's all you're getting.
It's in the fucking bin at the gas station,
I guess the way I look at it, too, is what drives me crazy about these people. At the Grift Report, we talk about this stuff. These people talk in such objective fashion about art, and art is not objective.
And they type so fast that they don't even use punctuation.
Well, they treat it like politics.
Yeah.
They treat it like sports, and it's like it's not an objective thing.
Mm-mm.
Art is subjective. So, and to that end, there's probably people that enjoyed Isom and like Isom. Good on you. Have fun with it.
Yeah, I have no problem with, if you really like Isom,
Good for you, man.
I have a request. Please let us know why. What is it about the book that makes you so compelled to want to read more? Because I want to know. I want to know.
The things that I've seen have not intrigued me at all.
Right. And here's the thing. I don't want to get because it's awesome. I don't want to get none of that shit because I want concrete reasons why. We've given you concrete reasons why it sucks.
And some of my replies
I
have
want
some actual
concrete reasons why it's good. And if you don't give them to us, then I don't care.
And I want to make it.
But I want to know.
And I want to make it very clear. I've said it before. I'll say it again.
Yeah.
And I'll give him his flowers, even though he doesn't deserve it because he's a piece of shit. Again, I want to reiterate. Mad props to Eric July for writing it, putting it together, sending it out.
It's not easy.
Getting it done. It's
but
not
again,
easy.
you half-assed it.
No. And also, you grifted $3.7 million.
Right.
So good on you. You fuck. Before we get out of here, Tyler, before we play our
before
we play our version of the Oscar music,
Tuesday.
Let's talk about, as this goes live, something else is going live.
This will be on Tuesday?
No, it's coming out Monday.
Oh, well, then today you can go right over to Spotify and find the Amazing T-Birds' brand new album, Arigato.
Tyler,
yeah,
I'm going to do something. If it's cool with you,
sure.
I think we play the title track from it on this show. Unless you want to hold it.
Don't mind the big old lump in my pants.
My pants are tight.
My pants are tight.
All right, as we get out of here.
That's not it.
Well, we're still going to do our Oscar outro. I said, hey.
What the fuck is wrong?
Do you want to do it? I mean, we can put it in right now.
Put it in. All right. Let's do it.
I don't know if I have the finished version though.
Oh, you might not. But it sounds the same.
You know what? No, fuck it. Go listen to it. You're already on Spotify. Go fucking listen to it.
Yeah, just literally go.
Do I look like a radio station?
Go back arrow, search.
When we can
just search.
When we can get this version, this song.
When can you get this one?
Yeah, I want to hear this song.
This is never coming.
This right here is a song. Spoken
no,
word.
It's not.
Spoken word.
I walked out to the Chevy Impala.
Chevy Impala.
I put my key in the door.
Turned the
I
key.
turned it, and the key snapped off.
Turn the ignition.
Now I gotta fucking walk.
Now I'm in the kitchen.
No, I gotta fucking walk because the key broke off.
No, you drove through the kitchen.
Oh, the door.
Because
the key broke off.
You thought it was in reverse, but it wouldn't drive.
Whose fucking spoken word is this? Is it yours? Is it yours, Diane?
Then beat that beaver up. Wow. Oh, my Lord.